Right. All right, everybody, welcome. I am so excited to be hosting this tonight with two amazing women. This is for you, teachers, coaches, educators. This is for you. We appreciate you. We had this idea a few weeks back to do something special for you, a private Zoom just for you out there doing what you're doing, pouring into the kids. And it's such an important job. And so if you don't know me, my name is Holly Tomet. I'm coming to you from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And you guys, it's still cold here. Like, what the heck? Today was cold. I'm so sad. We had like 80s and now it's chilly. So I'm kind of up here freezing just a little bit. And I've got friends down south and I'm really jealous. But I love Michigan. It's beautiful. I'm a homeschool mom. My daughter's graduating this year and our son just finished his freshman year. So that's pretty exciting. So while I don't formally teach like many of you on here, I played the role of teacher now for many years. And I'm a professional coach and trainer in the horse world. So I had amazing teachers growing up. My children have had amazing teachers with our homeschool co-ops and other programs they've been part of. And we just really, really appreciate what you do. And tonight we have something special for you. I think what you're going to hear is going to be, I know it's going to be important. I think it's going to be new. And I'm hoping that when you leave, you're going to be like, that was probably the best 30 minutes I've spent all week. So I'm excited to introduce you to someone here in just a minute, but I want you to do me a favor. In the chat, can you please put who cared enough about you to invite you to this? Let us know that you're a guest and let us know where you're hopping on from. Now do that. That's important because we have gifts for you. So we're going to do some drawings here before we're done. So stay on, but make sure in the comments you've got your name. If you're a guest, who invited you, and we'd love to know where you're from. Okay. So you guys, we're going to jump into this. I'm super excited. I have two amazing ladies on here tonight. Like, I think they're both legends. And I don't want to mess this up because I want to introduce my friend Tori properly. So give me a second because I'm going to get her bio pulled up here. Okay, my friend Tori. We know she's from Houma, Louisiana. And I've now been to Louisiana officially and I loved it. It was amazing. She's married to her high school sweetheart. You guys are 35 years. I've met her husband, Tim. He's amazing. Two amazing daughters, ages 31 and 28, Lauren and Jenna. She's a teacher too, you guys. She taught religion at a Catholic school to first and second graders right there in Houma, Louisiana. And said it was a vocation that brought her so much joy every single day. We know that if you're doing what you're doing, you guys, and you're teaching, you love it. We know you're not doing it because you're making $1 million. We know that for sure. So you love what you're doing. And I know that Tori loved what she was doing. She says she now knows that God was setting her up for something so much bigger. She found this company, LifeVantage, that we're all a part of on here, your host and my guest, in 2010. And she quickly realized that health and serving people was what she was meant to do. And it's her absolutely love and passion now. So I have goosebumps right now because you guys don't understand how special Tori is to me. I'm not even going to that right now, but you guys, she's an amazing human. I'm so excited for her to share her story. It's impactful. And I'm going to just shut up now, Tori. I'm going to turn it over to you and I'm going to let you share.
Oh, Holly, you're amazing. You really are. Thank you for that intro. And I remember the first time I met you, it was an instant connection. It really was. You're very special to me, huge leader in our company. And I think you're amazing. So thank you. Welcome, everybody. I am going to share my screen real quickly. Before I go into my story, we have a proper disclosure because everyone's results will vary as we are all unique and different, which I love. But you're going to hear from myself and from Jessica. We call her J-Lo. Wave to everybody, J-Lo. We're excited. We are former educators, and to all the teachers here and to all the teachers that possibly will watch this recording, thank you. Thank you for the love that you give to the children and the time, the energy that you pour into them to change their lives forever. I was a school teacher, like Holly said, for quite a while. I taught at a Catholic school here in Houma, first and second grade religion. Let me tell you, That was a joy to walk out of the schoolyard for recess when I had duty and get 200-300 hugs a day. It really was. But as teachers, and for the teachers here, you're probably going to nod your head. We don't only teach, we wear many, many, many hats, and underpaid, underappreciated is how I felt, but I did it for the children. I did it for God. Actually, it was a vocation for me. But I knew there was something else out there for me, and I was introduced to an ABC Primetime investigative report. Back in 2010, my husband runs through the door because I was on my knees praying for better health, one, and for more finances, too, because we were in a bad, bad way. This is my family. My husband I met back in, gosh, y'all, 1981. I'm telling you my age, but that was our junior year, and we've been together ever since. We're high school sweethearts. These are our two beautiful girls. But when we were introduced to this, life happened to us. We had to not only take on a second job. I was a teacher and I had to become a tutor. I was at school from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Tim was a registered nurse and had to start personal training just so we could save this home because life happened. It hit us, and it hit us really, really hard. It also affected our marriage because of that financial strain. So not only was I suffering with health issues already, all of a sudden became that depression, right? So when I was introduced to this, I knew there was a better way. And it all started with this. When I watched that ABC Primetime investigative report, I knew I wanted this product immediately, Protandim, but I also figured out if I could go out and help a whole bunch of people, like my family, my friends, my coworkers, teachers that I was teaching with, if I can help them have better health, maybe that could bring in an extra $300 for us a month. I'm here to tell you, within a month, we made that, and here we are 12 years later, saved this home, saved our marriage, and we are having the time of our life, fixing to celebrate 35 years, and we're going to Cabo in a couple of weeks. I can't wait because we have so much to celebrate. But it started with this product, okay? Protandim, the one that changed everything for me. It's made of 5 natural ingredients, and it lowers oxidative stress in the body. If you've never heard of oxidative stress, I want you to picture an apple. If I cut it up, place it on the table, what's going to happen? It turns brown, right? That's oxidation. If you eat and you breathe, I'm sorry, but you cannot escape from it. This product lowers that oxidative stress on an average of 40% in just 30 days. And guess what? It's proven. As a teacher, here's the first thing I did, because we research everything, right? I went to PubMed.gov. This is a website that our doctors go to do their research. Our tax dollars actually pay for this website. I went on there and I typed in oxidative stress and asthma. I wanted to know, okay, how is oxidative stress related to one of my main conditions that really affected my entire life before Protandim? Thousands of articles popped up. I even typed in oxidative stress and attention deficit disorder. Everything I wanted to know is related to oxidative stress. You can even go into PubMed, type in Protandim, and guess what? Over 30 peer reviews will pop up. These are just a few. American Heart Association, Harvard, Virginia Commonwealth, even LSU of Shreveport in my backyard did studies proving Protandim does what it says it does. Okay, here's one. The Washington State University. I think this is so profound. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary health breakthrough. Very profound. And that is just one of our peer reviews. But we did not stop there. We just came out with this activated liquid collagen. It is changing people's lives, especially Protandim and our collagen together because they work together. But here's what makes ours so different. We activate your own body's natural collagen. We replenish your collagen and we maintain the collagen. You drink one a day, all natural. To me, it tastes like apple juice. It's amazing and it's changing people's lives. And I'm going to show you some before and after pictures because I am very visual as a teacher and I know you are too. But these are some before and afters. Look at the difference of the glow, the wrinkles. We actually know these people too, but youther, younger looking skin, that glow, increased collagen density by 42% in just 8 weeks. And I had to throw this picture in. This is actually Holly's husband, Ben. Look at the difference before and 7 months after, just the difference in the wrinkles, the crow's feet. I even find his skin is brighter. But this is what our collagen does. Increased 42% collagen density, 10% reduced skin roughness, depth of crow's feet reduced 22%, blood catalase level increased 202, and that skin elasticity increased by 8%. Here's some great news too. We just won a Stevia Award. And go vote. Make sure you vote. We'll get that information to you. We are going for the People's Choice Award. And I have a feeling we're going to win that too. So what's not in our collagen? There's no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, no GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free. And here is a list of our entire product line because you may be interested in Protandim and collagen, but what if you're looking for an all-natural energy drink? It's called Axio. I cannot live without my Axio daily. We've got body care. We've got AM, PM, DM. It's all reset. Vitamins. We've got our Protandim line. We've got skin care, weight management, hair care. Huge testimony with my daughter on the hair care. If you know anybody with hair issues, please reach out to me and I will share the information with you. But we've got so many different products. We've got Petandim for our dogs. Dogs age 7 times greater than we do. Why? Their oxidative stress is 7 times higher. So I am excited to share all of this with you. What I want you to do is get with the person that invited you here tonight. Find out what products fit your needs best. So for the teachers, thank you so much for being here. Now I get to introduce my accountability partner, one of my best friends. I spent a lot of time with this girl. We talk on the phone, daily, J-Lo? She's amazing, just like Holly, huge leader in the company. And I love her wisdom. I love her energy so much about this girl. So J-Lo, please share your story with everybody.
Yes, I'd love to do that. And yeah, Tori, you just make me smile bigger, right? Do y'all feel like you just got a hug when she talks? Like I feel like she just gave us a hug. That's southern. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to dive in. I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I'm actually in Tampa, Florida. So it's not cold like what you're experiencing in Grand Rapids. We got the heat and a lot of rain right now. But I'll take it. I'll take it. So let me share my screen, tell you a little bit about who I am and where I came from, because at the end of the day, for me, just so you know, for me, it's really been about coming from an education experience, but what have I done there, right? So from an education experience, I was, the teacher that isn't in a classroom, but likes to spend her time doing what? Being in the gym. Outside all day, every day. So I was a phys ed teacher, athletic director. So I come to you from that space, from being an athlete from the time I would say short, but I've been short for pretty much my whole life, right? So I knew I'd get a laugh on that, right? So yeah, so I'm that 4'11", like spunky athlete person, which you see me on a field right there. That's me actually doing what I love doing, and that's giving back into the sports world, right? So that's where I still feel like I'm an educator. I'm just educating in a little different space right now in leadership development with young athletes, but then also what I do, and I get to do that because of the vehicle of LifeVantage. See, if it wasn't for this company and what it provided for me, not only in my health and wellness, but also in giving me some freedoms in what I chose to do in my work environment, if you will. That's something I really want to dive into. So you see me jumping because that's what we do, because we're so excited to be a part of this. Some of the folks here are the reasons why I do what I do. My best friend, Jessica there, who introduced me to this, but then my mom, she's really the reason why I continue down this journey and path. So we might ask this question. Maybe that could be a trivia question, like, how old is J-Lo's mama? Put that in the chat box. Would you all monitor that for me? Because I'm not looking at the chat, but you monitor what? How old is J-Lo's mama? And we'll tell you why it's so important that I ask that question. So as I dive in, this is who I am. It's what I'm a part of. My question to you is maybe you might be searching for a little bit more like Tori was and like I was. I loved being a teacher. I loved being in the space with my young athletes and young students. But at the end of the day, there was some gaps missing. And for me, it was in a financial space. It was in a financial, I worked a lot of hours. I did a lot of stuff. I even worked in a special needs school because I believe strongly in the abilities of what some young people are in the athletic space. But guess what? That gaps became bigger in this opportunity with LifeVantage because of the amazing products you just heard from Tori share. This is something that was much larger. So look, I'm a teacher, right? I'm a teacher at heart. I got to have a system and I got to have a lesson plan for success. That's what this is for me. So LifeVantage has that, but even greater than LifeVantage, we in our own community, we call ourselves the TBC. It's a true blue community, right? We've created some really cool systems. So our companies provided us with some, but we've also gone even further than that. So if you look at my screen right here, yeah, there's a simple step-by-step guide. It's a launch guide with an incredible website that we can share out and help educate people like yourselves. Hopefully that's how you found us, right? Somebody invited you here, right? And we have what we call a simple sales funnel where you invite, you share a tool with them, perhaps that website, right? And then when you share that tool, guess what you get to do? You get to connect them to wonderful people like Holly and Tori and myself, right? And then we help be that partner with you. This is not for you to do by yourself. It's to do with us, right? And so we have a mobile app to walk us through the process. We have definitely world-class training. And for me, I'm super excited about all the development and leadership that comes as a part of this opportunity. So we talked a lot about that, the products that are driving this vehicle, but man, how cool is it that I can say I actually have personally developed through this as well, right? And each one of us, I think, can feel that same way. I know we've got some consultants here, and I'm sure they can drop in some of the leadership consultants. Like, shoot, we were trained by John Maxwell. I mean, come on now. We were trained by some of the best. We had sleep experts like Dr. Michael Bruce come and educate us on the power of the circadian rhythm. Like, that's important, right? So, I mean, there's been so many great things that when I say that our system, here's the best part of it, it's simple and it's proven. So look, if you owned your own business, I'm going to take you down this path. If you owned your own business, you'd have to do like shipping and inventory. You'd have to invoice. You'd have to do lots of things. But in our system, we don't have to, right? Because there's leverage involved, right? There's a community, including our corporate team, that kind of steps in and does those things for us, right? Which allows us to have some unlimited potential that we would never have if we owned our own businesses, right? But yet I do get a 1099, which is kind of nice for tax purposes. I'm going to tell you, it was awesome this year having my LLC and running it through this company. So yeah, if you have any of those questions, I can certainly walk you down that financial piece and how we've been able to gain some really financial freedoms through that process. So if I have to be as open and honest as I can, look, we have an average annual earnings disclosure statement, okay? And because we're publicly traded as a company, these are truly accurate numbers. And what I love about this is you can find through this process you can kind of sit anywhere along here. Now we've got some new titles we've got some new titles. We're called consultants. We're not distributors anymore. We go by MC1, Managing Consultant 1, Managing Consultant 2. We have some new titles, but why I felt it important to share this with you, we don't have those titles yet with that because we are just closing our books coming up, right? So we don't have that yet for you with the new titles. But what I thought was important for you to share is if you look at those middle ranks that, 3, 4, 5-ish, those are some really significant numbers. Look at the average monthly commissions, right? $200, 300, 600, 1,500. Who would like to make a little bit extra? I'm just going to say extra. I'm not advocating to leave a profession that you may love. What I'm saying is there might be an opportunity for you to close some gaps, get some wiggle room back. And if it's something that you want to choose, like I know I've got an incredible lady, Terry, on here. She's left the teaching profession, but I know she's a teacher at heart, right? Because those gaps were too large, right? We've had these conversations. So I know those challenges, right? And I feel that pain. So this is really important for me. And I feel compelled to be able to share that with you. Because at the end of the day, if you have a system that we can bank on, if we have the income that we know that can be generated, the intangible, the thing that I can't put a price tag on is the incredible community of activated individuals. We call them activated entrepreneurs. That's who we are. We've been able to take all of our passions, all of the things that we want more out of life and share that with other people, which is what you're seeing here. This was just down in the Bradenton area. We were fortunate and blessed enough to have great weather. So, Grand Rapids came down and she got to experience some sunshine and some pool time. But we definitely are here to be a part of a community. And that's what this is about, right? It's a much bigger picture than me or Tori ourselves or Holly herself, right? But if it wasn't for this community, I would not. They're both on this side of me. So I got Tori on one side, I got Holly on the other. We would have never crossed paths, right? So grateful to be a part of this process and the journey with each of you all. And I'm looking forward to how Holly closes us off and gives you some final kind of things, maybe some prizes. I don't know if anybody dropped my mom's number in the chat box yet. I'm looking. Nobody said, come on, you got to say. Tell me how old you think that lady is. She doesn't get mad. But anyway, go for it. Go for it, Holly.
Thanks, JLo. Thanks, Tori. I love it. So cute. Great information. I just got to add something to what you guys were saying. It made me think, you're talking about people would love to have more time to do the things they love with the people they love. And, you have to understand with money, people are like, oh, money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. Like worshiping money or, being, a slave to money, that's bad. But a little bit of money allows us to relieve financial stress. And it also allows us to give more with more resources in our pocket. Like we get to serve and give in bigger ways. And for me, that was a huge why. But something you guys were saying about the coaching, the teaching, and it's so much more. And I was thinking about, as a coach of over 30 years and coaching 15 plus students every week and traveling to horse shows all the time, there was one student that got the least of me. And it was my favorite student in the world. And that was my daughter. She got the least of me at every single horse show we went to. That girl from a very young age learned to tack up her horse, clip her horse, groom her horse, bathe her horse, warm up her horse, and get ready because mom was being paid to go coach the other 15 students that I'd hauled at the horse show, right? And it hit me a couple of years ago as I was building this business that that was another one of my whys. I loved, like many of you guys, you love what you do, but maybe you need a little more time, maybe a little extra money. I got both of those. And I was able to step back from coaching, which I loved, but you guys, I loved my daughter more. I loved her more than coaching. I loved her more than my other students who I absolutely adored. And now you guys, I am my daughter's like her personal private coach. Like just her and I travel to horse shows now. And it gives me goosebumps because it's such a gift. And if I hadn't said yes to this, I said no to this for a very long time. I was never going to do this thing. You guys, this thing changed my life. It changed our family's life. It changed my daughter's life. And to be able to plan our summer now, her and I, where do we want to go horse show? When do we want to go? How long do we want to stay? It's all up to us. And that's a gift that this company gave us as opportunities. So I just love, and you guys, the way it fits into our world as educators, like JLo was saying, it's a relational business and it's an education business. So if you're an educator, For those of us who know how to do that, this comes so naturally because we're just sharing, we're educating in another way, like JLo said, right? Educating in another way. So it would be really helpful if you guys let whoever invited you know what's next for you. That's all we ask. Do you need more information? There's an amazing website tool that we can share with you. Make sure you take a look at that. It's going to give you so much valuable information. So if you need more information, let them know that. If you want to get your hands on some products, let them know that. If you're interested in being a business partner with us, we would love to have you as part of the team. Let them know that. And if none of it's for you, just let them know. It's okay. We love you. It's fine. Like there's no pressure here. We're just here to share what we love with people that we love. Okay. So just let the person know, so that they kind of know like how to follow up with you. And so it's not weird, because we don't want it to ever be weird. I also want you to know, if you're looking for products, it just so happens that tonight starts a 20% off flash sale that ends the end of the month. So take a look at the website. If it's kind of piqued your curiosity, look at some products, get some information, and now is a good time to get started because you're going to save some money, which is always amazing. And I have a couple prizes to give away. JLo, did anybody guess? Because I've got two winners right here that I just kind of drew from our comments. Okay, well, you guys were talking.
Nobody guessed. They don't want it. They don't want to put it out there. I think it's their worry. Like,
Okay,
okay.
Keep it a secret. At the very end, we're going to let you share.
Oh, I did, because they're private messaging me.
I love it. Okay, you guys. So we have two winners, two guests. If you're not a guest and I call your name, please let us know. I want to make sure that our guests get these prizes and not consultants. The Axio that Tori mentioned, that awesome clean energy drink, that's what we're going to get you, a sample pack of that, you guys. And it's amazing. 2 flavors for you to try. And our winners, I have Terry Walters and I have Jackie Billingsley. Jackie, I'm assuming that you are a guest and not a consultant. If you're a consultant, no worries. Just let us know and I'm going to pull another name out of the names that I had. Okay. You guys, we appreciate you. If you're a winner, make sure the person who invited you knows, tell them that we called your name and we'll make sure we get that gift to you. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 new Axio flavors coming in June, you guys. They're bonkers good. They're so good. But anyways, we thank you guys for hopping on. Tori and JLo, you're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your stories. I hope you guys found the information valuable. And we're going to call that a wrap. We said 25. Look at that. We did it in less than 30 minutes. We respect your time. You guys have a great night. Have a great end of your year and have an amazing summer. And let us know what we can do to help.
Good night.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Holly. Thanks, JLo. Good night, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Holly.